A new study suggests that personalized screening early in pregnancy could enhance the detection of a potentially fatal complication. Scientists believe that this more comprehensive screening method during the first trimester could help identify early signs of preeclampsia. This condition, characterized by severe high blood pressure and damage to the liver or kidneys, is one of the leading causes of death during pregnancy globally. Preeclampsia not only poses a significant risk of complications and death for both mother and unborn child, but also doubles a woman's risk of heart diseases like high blood pressure, heart attack, stroke or heart failure later in life. The condition affects up to 1 in 14 pregnant women, including celebrity moms like Kim Kardashian, Mariah Carey, and Sophie Ellis-Bextor. In the UK, it is found in approximately 42,000, or 6%, of pregnancies each year, reducing the flow of blood through the placenta, which can lead to stillbirth or even maternal death. Children born to mothers with preeclampsia are also at an increased risk of developing high blood pressure and heart disease. While many women experience mild symptoms, in some cases, the condition becomes so severe that the baby needs to be delivered prematurely. In a groundbreaking study involving over 7,000 women, researchers have found that a new screening method incorporating maternal history, biomarker tests, and ultrasound scans outperforms the existing risk factor-based guidelines in predicting the likelihood of preeclampsia. Professor Emmanuel Bujold, senior author from Laval University in Canada, highlighted the gravity of preeclampsia, stating, "Preeclampsia is one of the most severe illnesses of pregnancy and may lead to preterm birth and/or maternal death." He further clarified that while the biological processes leading to preeclampsia typically begin in the first trimester, symptoms often don't manifest until after week 20. Under current guidelines based on risk factors, aspirin is advised for pregnant women with major risk factors such as chronic high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, chronic kidney disease, lupus, or a history of preeclampsia in a previous pregnancy. Additionally, aspirin is recommended for those with at least 2 moderate risk factors, which include being a Black woman, having a family history of preeclampsia, experiencing a first pregnancy, obesity, or undergoing an IVF pregnancy. Professor Bujold pointed out the implications of these guidelines, saying, "Following those guidelines, almost all Black women should take aspirin during pregnancy, as should about 1/3 of all women of other races and ethnicities." Earlier research has demonstrated that preterm preeclampsia, which occurs before the 37-week mark, can be predicted in the first trimester through a combination of ultrasound and blood biomarker testing. In the new study, researchers recruited Canadian women, average age 29, who were between 11 and 14 weeks pregnant. They evaluated a screening model consisting of maternal history, ultrasound data and several tests for blood markers. Join the Daily Record WhatsApp community. Get the latest news sent straight to your messages by joining our WhatsApp community today. You'll receive daily updates on breaking news as well as the top headlines across Scotland. No one will be able to see who is signed up and no one can send messages except the Daily Record team. All you have to do is click here if you're on mobile, select Join Community and you're in. If you're on a desktop, simply scan the QR code above with your phone and click Join Community. We also treat our community members to special offers, promotions, and adverts from us and our partners. If you don't like our community, you can check out anytime you like. To leave our community, click on the name at the top of your screen and choose Exit Group. If you're curious, you can read our privacy notice. The findings, published in the journal Hypertension, showed that for participants between 11 and 13 weeks of pregnancy, the preeclampsia detection rate was 63.1%. Professor Bujold said, using this new screening model, treatment decisions were based on each individual's personal risk. With their personal risk calculated, it's much easier for a woman to make the right decision. For example, if she chooses to take daily low-dose aspirin, she is much more likely to follow through because it's based on personalized screening test. It's reasonable to believe that the inclusion of the entire population and immediate analysis of blood samples may both have improved the screening process. If we implemented a screening program in big cities across North America, the screening would be expected to be even better and more accurate. He added, the good news is that we now have a more precise screening approach using existing tests that can predict preeclampsia early in pregnancy. The next step is to make this screening available to all pregnant women so that more women could receive a diagnosis early in pregnancy and begin preventative aspirin treatment, potentially preventing complications of severe preeclampsia. Professor Sadia Khan of the American Heart Association responded positively to the study results. She highlighted, since the risks for preeclampsia may be largely influenced by health before pregnancy, the ability of a screening model to be applied in early pregnancy is very helpful and can initiate conversations between the clinician and patient about strategies to optimize heart health. However, challenges remain with implementation of models such as this one that integrate biomarkers that are not routinely assessed and may not be widely available, especially among people in vulnerable populations who are most likely to have the highest risk for preterm preeclampsia. Don't miss the latest news from around Scotland and beyond. Sign up to our daily newsletter.